When I maxed my account, I knew there were only two directions I could go with it. Either I could get more XP, or I could start hunting for pets. Now, in RuneScape there are 12 pets that come from skilling related activities, so the best place to start for my goals would be ticking off these one by one, and my near-term goal is going to be getting to at least drop rate on each and every single one of these. Good morning, gamers. It's been about 5 days since I've maxed, and I'm just doing Wintertod. I've been hopping between a bunch of different activities, and this is just the one that stuck, and I've really been enjoying it. And as you can see, I'm wearing the carpenter outfit instead of the pyromancer one, and that's just because construction XP is so much more valuable than firemaking XP to me. Getting firemaking XP is like actively detrimental, because you ideally want to get as much firemaking done passively as possible, and with construction there's no real way to get like a lot of construction XP passively. And I'm also bringing Karambans instead of brews, and that's mostly because brews are just so expensive compared to Karambans. But also there's this neat trick you can do. So when you're chopping Bruma roots, generally it's a 3-tick action, so you can't tick manipulate it, but with Karambans you can turn it into a 2-tick action. So that's just a neat Wintertod trick. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing these solos until I either get the Phoenix or I get 50 million firemaking XP, because as I said, you want to get as much XP done passively as possible, and this is the opposite of passive firemaking XP. Even though I'm focusing on skilling right now, in the future I'm going to have to do lots of PVM, and there are a ton of upgrades that are very important for me, and the most significant ones are all locked behind having access to the Chambers of Siric prayers. So in order to do that, I have to work on getting the last item I need for my Chambers grind, and that's the Dragon Pickaxe. I've been camping Calvarian for a while, and I finally got my first drop, and it was a Dragon Pickaxe. So this is a pretty useless item for like mining, because I do tick manip for like most of my XP. However, when it comes to bossing, especially Chambers of Siric, this item really fucking owns. So I have that now, and that means I basically have every item that's good for Chambers that doesn't come from another raid or Chambers itself. And I'm gonna start camping that soon. Now I'm just gonna go back to Wintertod because I've been enjoying it a very strange amount. I currently have 29 million firemaking XP and still no Phoenix pet, unless this crate is it. Does not seem like it, but a dreadful thing happened earlier today. I got a dragon axe from a crate. Now technically it doesn't matter how many dragon axes you get, but since I'm going for something half as rare, getting this drop was kinda painful. With this crate I should be roughly on drop rate for the Phoenix. Yeah, no pet. I'm currently at 45.5 million firemaking XP, so I'm gonna have to leave relatively soon because I don't wanna go over 50 mil. And yeah, it's seeming pretty likely that I'm not gonna get the Phoenix, which is a shame, but I'm gonna keep trying. So I hit 50 mil firemaking, and that's gonna be the end of my Wintertod solos, and this is the last crate. So yeah, no Phoenix there. And I'll put all of the loot I got from every single one of my solos on the screen. Now, these weren't all max point solos. A lot of them were ones where I got crashed or ones where something went wrong, but they should average out to like what you would expect. And you wouldn't expect a perfect kill for every single Wintertod solo anyways. And this means that I'm not gonna go back to Wintertod for some amount of time, because it's entirely possible that with new updates I'm gonna end up getting 200 million firemaking XP just passively. But if I run out of other pets to hunt, I'll go back and get the Phoenix. But I'm in no rush to get it, since getting 200 mil firemaking XP passively is very possible, and at that point the Phoenix rate goes up by a lot. Whenever I don't really feel like playing the game, I've been doing a bunch of herbiboar. But the problem with herbiboar is it gets really boring when you actually want to play the game, so I have to decide on my next active grind, and that's gonna be the Beaver from woodcutting. Now the problem with the Beaver is the meta for irons for woodcutting XP is 1.5 tick redwoods, and that scales immensely with your axe. So it's only obvious for me to get the crystal tool seed from Volcano. This is a grind that can be really long. However, even if you get unlucky, it's almost always going to be worth it. So it only makes sense for me to do, especially since it has a chance for another pet. Good morning, gamers. I really need a crystal tool seed to make a crystal axe, so I'm gonna start grinding out Volcano. And theoretically I should just be doing small teams for the entirety of my KC if I wanted to get the crystal tool seed as fast as possible. However, I'm gonna go try out some masses, because they're gonna be significantly better for pet chance, and since the pet is a lot rarer than the tool seed, it can't really hurt to do masses whenever I don't really want to commit to like a 2 or 3 hour session with some friends. As you can see, I have this Volcano Pit. I got it at around 400 kill count, which is super lucky, but considering how unlucky I've gotten with other pets, I would say that this is deserved. I still don't have the tool seed, and I'm technically half the rate because I've mostly been doing 4 mans in the CC, but with the amount of MVPs I've gotten, I would say I'm actually over half the drop rate by now. Good evening, gamers. I was doing my last Volcano kill of the day and I got the crystal tool seed, so I'm never doing this boss again. I got the pet, I got the tool seed, and I'm gonna go hunt the beaver now, and hopefully I won't go too dry for that. I'm gonna go for 30 mil woodcutting XP, which should put me basically on rate for the beaver, and I'm gonna do it all at redwoods, but before I get to that, I have to do a couple hours of forestry to get myself a log basket, because right now the meta is to bank your logs and use them at artifacts. It ended up taking me 573 kills to get my crystal tool seed, and yeah, this is the last time you're gonna see it, and I have my crystal axe now. This is actually a huge boost to redwood XP rates, even though it doesn't affect other methods like that much, and it doesn't even use that many shards, so I'm fucking poking. Also, I'm going to throw my loot up on the screen right now, but I don't think I made a clip of my second pet, because I did get a second Volcano pet. And yeah, this is what my log is looking like right now. I will never own a Volcano shard unless there's a binger or something, and even then I'll probably never own a Volcano shard. So yeah, that's that boss done. With the introduction of the log basket from Forestry, ironman woodcutting got a pretty significant buff, since now it's kind of worth to actually bank your logs instead of just dropping them whenever you're doing one of the higher intensity methods. So I'm going to have to go for that item, and I'm really hoping Forestry isn't as bad as people are saying it is. So yesterday I was doing Forestry here at Pickaxe. This is actually a really comfy spot to camp on the Forestry worlds, way better than like the trainer place and the Sears Village place. But yeah, I have 5,000 anima, and that means I can get myself a log basket. I still want to get all of the materials and anima I need for the funky shaped log, because I'm going to be going for the beaver, and there's a small chance I get the beaver just by going for the cosmetic transmog for it. So yeah, I'm gonna go get the log basket, and I'm gonna start banking just random ass logs, and hopefully I'll be back here in a couple hours and banking more anima. Now, actually Forestry is super fun when you can just tick manip teaks and sometimes an event pops up. I don't know how people AFK this though, it seems very miserable. I did not manage to get the beaver from Forestry, but this is the funky shaped log, so whenever I get my beaver I can transmog it. So until I hit 30 mil XP, I'm just gonna be camping redwoods, and hopefully I get the beaver. So I've been hunting the beaver for like literally an hour, and I already got it. So I guess I'm gonna use the funky shaped log, but I really don't want all of this prep to go to waste though. So I'm gonna get some woodcutting ranks and just enjoy the beaver. And obviously you gotta have the white beaver transmog, it's the best one. Good morning, gamers. Last night I got 30 million woodcutting, and I decided that's enough. If you wanna see the method I did, it's on my channel. It's like a brand new method, it's gonna change in like a month. I mean, it's probably already changed by the time this video is up, but yeah, it's a very fun thing to like just hang out and do. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the herbiboar pet now. I'm at 3,325 harvest count, and I'm gonna go up to 6,500 or the pet, whichever comes first. I've been kinda sick lately, so all I've been doing is killing mole, and this should get me to 6000 kc on the dot, and that's twice the pet rate, so yeah, not lucky. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna go finish off Desert Treasure 2 because it's been about a month and I'm still only halfway through the quest, so that might be useful. But we'll see how that goes. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go do Chambers of Sirik. I've been hopping between a lot of content lately. I have 9 Chambers of Sirik KC, and I've been doing some Guardians of the Rift whenever people ask me to go. I'm at 2,300 searches right now, which is a decent amount. And whenever I'm not doing those things, I'm basically just hunting herbiboar. I'm getting close to 5,000 harvest of that. But given that I haven't really been getting anything, I still have a couple pits to go for that would be fairly beneficial to me. And the only 2 skilling pits on this specific tab that I'm lacking are the Rift Guardian and the Baby Chinchompa. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get the Baby Chin before I have the herbiboar pit, but I could spend some time going for the Rift Guardian, and I have a bunch of pure essence banked from PVM, 451k, and I'm gonna be turning some of this into lava runes, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Hopefully going through a small portion of this deck and getting some runecrafting XP, because if you look at my virtual levels on my skills tab, runecraft is the only non-combat skill that I don't have at level 100 yet, so I'm gonna do at least 180k runecraft today. That's the plan. I haven't recorded a clip in a while, but as you can see I made my client size way smaller, but the Totus bingo is going on, and since I'm the resident skiller of my team, I've just been doing free tick 4G for most of the event, and right now I'm just hunting Big Bass because that's a tile in the bingo for some reason. But yeah, I've been making a decent amount of skilling progress. I haven't gotten to do as much PVM as I would like to, but it's not really a big deal, I can just do it later. I have been practicing Chambers of Sirik though, and I'm getting kinda okay at it. I can do team raids like super consistently by this point. I have like 18 KC, and I'm really bad at solos, but I'm kinda learning 4-1. But it's kind of really unintuitive for me at the moment still, so it's gonna take a bit to get like good at it. So yeah, I'm just enjoying the game, and for about the next week I'm gonna be doing the bingo, and that's not gonna really create any clips because it's all just gonna be skilling. I do think I'm gonna end up getting pretty decent XP ranks in a bunch of different skills, so once the bingo ends I might just go over my like high scores page and yeah, just show you guys what I've been like up to, I guess. So the Totus bingo has ended, and this is what my high scores are looking like. So I managed to get up to rank 896 for woodcutting and rank 1233 for mining. I also did some other skills in the meanwhile and didn't really make that much progress. I also have a pretty high rank in Hunter apparently, and as for fletching, I have so much XP banked whenever I buy arrowheads because I've just been making headless arrows. Overall for the competition I ended at a really solid rank, I guess. Basically out of all the people who worked on gatherers, I got massively beaten by TKHO and Kavo, but they're kinda legends, so I can't really complain about that. Yeah, pretty happy with how that went, and I'm just gonna go back to normal gameplay. Actually, I think I might go and kill King Black Dragon right now, so I'm gearing up for that. I'm gonna do like an hour or something and see how much I enjoy it, and yeah, maybe get the pet if I get lucky. Good morning gamers. About a week ago I hit 6,500 herbiboar kills, and nothing of note has happened since. I have been learning solo chambers, but I haven't gotten any purples, and I'm not expecting to get any for at least a couple more weeks until I start like really sending it once I'm comfortably 4-1 and all of that. And I also did put out a documentary episode, which was about a month ago I think, and I really enjoyed writing that, and I'm gonna keep working on it, and if you guys wanna just go and watch that, that would mean a lot to me because I think it's really good. And finally, I should have a yearly bank video up in like a week or 2 weeks. I'm not doing them around Christmas like everyone else, so yeah, I'm just gonna do them yearly, basically in year increments since I started my account. So yeah, hope you guys will enjoy that. I know it's not like super interesting for people who like progress videos, but it should have a bunch of like cool contrast with last year.